Hey everybody. So in this video, we are talking about relations, domain, range, and functions. So here they ask us to select all of the following tables that represent y as a function of x. Now, you may not have heard of that before. Let's talk about what that means. So let's say that I have some graph right here, and I am going to draw some function. All right, so here's my graph right here. Now, in order to be a function, that means I have some vertical line that I can move anywhere on this graph, and it only intersects my black function, my black line, it only intersects in one place. This is called the vertical line test. So if I can take a vertical line and I can move it across this entire function and it only intersect in one place, this, by definition, is a function. Okay? Now, what would something that's not a function look like? Okay? So here, let's draw another little graph. And let's say if I had something that you might be fairly familiar with. We know what parabolas look like, right? Quadratics, they look like something like this. All right, what if I just turn that on its side and it looks something like this? I said, okay, is this a function? All right, well, that answer is going to be no, because when I move this vertical line across this graph here, it intersects in two places. So I have an intersection here and another intersection here. Now, let's think about what that means in terms of a table. This x right here, let's just call it 2, has two different y values. I have a y value here, we'll call it 3, and another y value here, -3. This 1x has two different y values, and that is not a function. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Over here in our tables, we're looking for the same x that has two different y values. So here, 0, 2, 5, 7, 11. Okay, so I don't even see two x's here with the same y value. So this works. Here I have -2, 3, and 3. Okay, so here, same x, 3 and 3, just like we had here. The same x was 2, and I had two different y values. Look here, 3, 1, 3, 6. This graph has one x that has two different y values. So this will not be a table that represents y as a function of x. All right, -5, 1, 4, 8, 13. X's don't repeat. Go to the next one. -1, 2, 5, 8, 2. All right, 2 here, 2 here. 2, 1, 2, 11. Okay, so 1x has two different y values. This is not representative of y as a function of x. So here we should select the first and the third. Okay, let's take another look at a different example. Okay, here in this, they ask us to select all of the following which represent y as a function of x. So we have tables and we have a graph. Okay, I think the graphs are super easy because all you have to do is use the vertical line test. So here, if I move this vertical line across the graph, does it only intersect the graph in one place? And that is true. Okay, so we know that here, this option, that's going to be true. All right, so we know that's one of the correct answers. Now, what about the other graph down here? If I move, say, this vertical line across, it does only intersect in one place, but as soon as I get here, like -1, -1 has three different y values. I have a y value of 2, looks like -0.5, looks like -1.5. Okay, this fails the vertical line test. It is not representative of y as a function of x. And now we're back to the tables. All right, same thing. We're looking for x's that repeat here. So I have 3, 7, 15, 5, 8, 13. Okay, this is fine. 3, 7, 15. We're all good there. 3, 7, and 7. Okay, the repeating x's, that's a problem because now I have a y value of 8 and a y value of 13. This one x has two different y values. So here we want to make sure we do not select this. So we should have selected 1, 2, and 4 as our correct answer here. All right. That's going to be all for this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and we'll see you all in the next video.